Good morning. I'm Gary Wiles. This is the Dark Money Flow by the Center for Responsive Politics and www.opensecrets.org. I had a hunch campaign donations were in effect being inflated and laundered for an illusion of larger budgets to increase campaign donation activity. Today I wish to show you the www.opensecrets.org website on dark money alchemy or dark money flow. Thanks to the Center for Responsive Politics for this information. I used their infographic as a basis for my process flowchart. I could not get a clear, legible copy of their infographic to drop into Movie Maker to show it. I also could not convert it from a portrait view to a landscape view to fit into Movie Maker portrait frames. Their infographic and my process chart are an illustrated means to show how the money flows. I strongly encourage everyone to view the original infographic and the associated information at the source www.opensecrets.org/dark-money/alchemy-infographic. Dark money refers to anonymous sources spent to influence elections. This money is funneled as grants through politically active nonprofits. Although the nonprofits are required to spend more than half their budget on non-political activity, they avoid this requirement by passing money back and forth with each other to create the illusion of larger budgets. This infographic and my process chart are an example of how $10 million from anonymous donors can flow through a network of organizations. The process block at the top of the chart represents the original $10 million donation or donations. The other process blocks are labeled as members of groups, represent political nonprofit groups, and show the amount of money in and out to avoid the nonprofit laws on not using more than half of the nonprofit's budget for political activity. Finally, at the bottom of the chart, an established nonprofit for additional donations is present, as is the original $10 million after its flow through the other groups. Money is passed back and forth between groups and gets categorized as non-political spending, allowing each group to inflate their budgets and spend more on political activity. Focusing on the infographic, the groups pass money back and forth, and so many different pathways can be used that it's impossible to count the ways that the money can be passed back and forth. As the money moves through all the groups in the network, the source of the original money becomes more obscure. Offering and approving grants between the groups creates the illusion of considerably more money moving through these groups, inflating their budgets. In reality, the sum at the end of the process remains $10 million, which can now be entirely spent on political activity. Through this process, large sums of money that should go into non-political spending have instead been used to sway elections. Since 2008, dark money grants between nonprofits have facilitated at least $278 million in political spending on elections at the federal level. That number rises to nearly $700 million when direct political spending by nonprofits is included. This story needed to be told. We may think campaign spending is out of control and probably illegal, but we seldom put the method to it. This shows the how in addition to the who and the what. Thank you.